Free throw Dame.
Free throw Dame. He's been a little emotional.
My man Dame was hot. He was hot.
My man Dame said,
trolled the shit out of him.
I sent them home last year, so they probably just mad.
They mad I sent them home last year. Like, what's that got to do with right? You missed 2 free throws against 12, 13, 14, and 15 on the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah. He tried to get Doc tried to give you the game.
Yeah.
But it was a bad look for my boy.
How about this? People, you're saying that he missed those free throws, but like I said, the only time he didn't want to attempt a 3-point bomb was against Boston the week before.
Yeah, like it's
he
time
gave
to
it
have
up for a 2-pointer when they down 3.
It's time to have an honest conversation about Dame Lillard because I'm a Dame guy. I was like the first, our old.
You can't
Facebook.
say that with what you're about to say.
I am.
I feel like I don't like where this is going. I don't know where this is going already.
I'm a Dame guy. It's Murder Reek time. Murder Reek time. Got the do-rag on. Okay.
Nah, I don't like where this is going.
Look, I've been a Dame guy. I even back in the Facebook group, the old Facebook group, the basketball group I was telling people about Dame and Weber State. Dame's game has not changed since Weber State.
Mm-mm. He shoots
and what people and I know people hate Skip Bayless, so they've been on Skip Bayless today because Dame was like, "Oh, you sound real different on the phone," and blah 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 blah. Dame, for one, he has big time clutch moments in the first round.
Big facts.
After the first round, do we hear or know of anything that Dame does after the first round?
Well, I mean, he has to get there and
no, he was in the conference finals last year.
I mean,
what did he do in the conference finals?
Who did he play though?
No,
that's not fair. Who did he play?
No.
The Warriors without KD.
It is fair.
That's still the Warriors.
No,
like you forget they won before he got there.
The whole
fair.
Thing is,
let me say this real quick. I'm sorry for cutting you off. It's fair because they blew 17, 15, 13-point leads. And that's literally because I say this all the time. Dame, the one thing Dame doesn't have is a sense of time. If you up by 4 with a minute left, he's going to try that bomb.
Which he does.
Which he's going to play the same way. Situational basketball is what you really call it. That's his situational basketball is really, really low because the 2 times they lost, you're supposed to get good possessions. It's not even about making the shot. And Reed can tell you this because he a coach. It's not even always about making the shot. It's about getting a good possession. It's times where he's going to put up a shot where you really don't need. You just need a solid possession where you get an easy rebound or grind the defense out. And most importantly, give your defense time to set. When you have a long 3-pointer, it leads to a fast break. And Dame doesn't have that.
Dame, when it comes down to it, and I love Dame, but his basketball IQ isn't as high as it should be for an elite point guard. And like I said, no second, third round. Like even look last year, second round against Denver. CJ McCollum carried them that whole series.
Yes.
Dame didn't have a good series.
He did go off that series.
Dame didn't have a good series against the Warriors. And then and then Anthony Davis has one playoff win series, one series win. Who's that against?
Dame.
And
it's like terrible then.
And they asked, and I remember, I think it might have been on the podcast, something like that, where Anthony Davis said, "Well, we know all." He's talking to CJ McCollum. All you and Dame will do is just shoot.
Yep. And that's the thing. So he needs to sometimes be a little more because, but he seems like he only. Not, and I'm saying this with all due respect to his game, but my point guard shouldn't be my best scorer.
I mean, yes and no.
No,
I don't mind it.
Now,
I mean, ideally not, but that's the game now, though. Like that's
none of them point guards have won nothing except Steph.
I mean,
And he wasn't even the best scorer in the times that they won.
the one he won, yeah.
Well, he still didn't win MVP, is what I'm saying.
He
I
should.
mean that he
Yeah,
should
he
have.
should've.
That
But-
Definitely
like
should.
that's a whole nother can of
but
worms.
this,
We ain't going
dig
to
this.
that.
What I'm saying is, Steph in that final, Steph wasn't putting up 30 a night. He's put like it's a
No.
I don't want
That one
guy-
that one
I don't
finals
think
he put up numbers.
He was
30.
averaging 26.
It's a big difference between 30 and 20 and 26, and we know that. That's 4 points, but it's a big. That's like saying it's a 25 and 30 is the same. Yes, you rounding up. It's a big difference.
I mean, that's like in a 5-game series. I mean, 4 times 5, that's 20 points. I mean, I guess.
No, it's
I get what you're saying,
30,
but like
the average 30, you got to take probably 2 or 3 more shots.
I
If
get
you're a
that,
great player.
but I'm saying like even averaging 26, the series that he had, he should have got the Finals MVP.
No, he should.
It was straight
Nope.
disrespect. There was no
Nobody's
other way to
right.
put that. It was
Nobody's
pure disrespect for that.
debating that. Nobody's debating that. But you also play a totally different style of basketball than Steph, because Steph he's a point guard, but he's not bringing the ball up. It's a lot of motion in the Golden State offense. Portland doesn't have that motion. So he's attacking like a scorer, opposed to Steph, who coming off screens, popping, and everything else.
Yeah, Steph definitely moves way more. I mean, it's more of a movement offense.
So Dame is approaching it as a primary one scorer, and Steph is getting a lot of shots, a lot of points in the flow of offense.
I think
A
Dame.
lot less people touching the ball when Dame scores.
And I agree. I think Dame. The reason why Dame and Westbrook hate each other,
They're same
because
guy.
they're the same guy.
They are the same guy.
One just shoot better.
But I think Westbrook, even though they're both emotional, I'm starting to see you can trigger Dame a little bit quicker than you can trigger Westbrook. Because Dame, if he's anything like his sister, who was
Damn, Rick.
look, she
he said he got the do-rag on. He ain't playing no games.
She went at Paul George, Pat Bev, and then it's like that's fine. You came at them, that's good. But what Paul George's wife got to do with anything?
Yeah.
She went there and then just keep it on Paul George and Pat. They laughing at him. It was funny. Like you brick 2 free, you missed 2 free throws bad.
It was.
And then
funny.
and then Pat Bev, you were talking to Pat Bev the whole game. Like people don't realize that, which is why Pat Bev was making fun of him. Because Dame was talking trash to him, like, I want you out here, blah, 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 blah. Like, you can look at it, like, he was doing that. So Dame laughed.
But in
Paul
reality,
George
though, Pat Bev probably talks the most for a guy who's like the 5th option on a team than anybody ever.
But
people
on
talk about Drake. People talk about Draymond like that. Like, dude, Pat Bev is a troll of the NBA.
But that's
he is the troll. It is his job. I'm just saying. He talks a lot for a troll.
That's his job.
It is his job.
Gets into it. And I wanted to say that's probably why.
Guess who else got into it with Pat Beverly?
But I was going to say that's probably why he sucks in the second, third round, because nobody talks to him.
But
second, third round, now you're playing Steph. You know what I mean? Now you're playing.
All Steph going to do is hit a in your face and then shimmy and shit.
Right? Yeah, you're not talking. Yeah, you're not talking to a troll. You're not playing.
He could be like, "Good defense, bro." He gonna walk away. He gonna piss you off. I can see being mad playing against Curry. This man put up from 45 feet and laugh. Some disrespectful shit. Ain't got time for that.
Yeah, but the whole thing
Westbrook
Dame
doesn't
has
like
been.
him neither.
Say it again.
Westbrook doesn't like Beverly neither.
Nobody like Beverly.
Nobody.
That is his job, though.
But
the thing is, Pat Beverly can't get under. He can't get under Steph's skin. He can't get under Kyrie's skin. He can only get under them two because they're both emotional.
Yeah, they're the same guy.
Dame went and called Paul George a team hopper and all this other stuff. Now, people totally forget, a few years ago, they asked Dame who he wanted on his team, and he said, Paul George.
You saw I had it on IG. I was like, damn, man, that shit crazy. You were saying, come join me, Paul George.
You want him to hop to your team. Then
he didn't. He's like, man, y'all fake.
Right. Y'all chumps. Y'all are chumps.
So he's at home in Portland. That's a big part of why he wants to stay there, because he's like extremely comfortable. So he's not. It's not home.
He moved 20 people there.
No, he didn't move 20 people there. He's saying like people came. Like, of course, he got his mom and his sister. Yeah, but then where Dame from? I don't think they were that productive in Oakland. So it's time
they probably got gentrified out of Oakland.
Yeah, but
the housing market over there is crazy. So
welfare.
He wasn't buying 10 houses.
Like 6 figures.
Oh yeah, I believe that.
Yeah,
you could get welfare if you like making 100,000.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
but he was saying how he's so comfortable there, and that's part of the reason. So you really not even playing a home game. I mean, you're not really away from home. Like Paul George really wanted to go to LA in the first place to be near home.
Man,
that was his reason. Like even when he left Portland, remember he's supposed to go to the Lakers.
Dame need to leave and come to the Knicks.
Who?
He should. Come to a real market.
Come to the Knicks.
Come to a real market.
New York to losing the cold.
Yo, come on.
Yo, honestly,
better living in Portland.
G, literally, I will fucking boot you. I will literally kick you off and like.
Not
just
saying
it rains every day in Portland.
Listen, like,
and it's just as cold there. Like they further north than we are. What you mean?
The Knicks, it's near Canada,
right?
Like, but the Knicks,
right by Vancouver.
Yeah, but it's so bad. Like that's such a bad franchise. Like, and most importantly, he can't handle the meat. If he can't only handle Skip Bayless, it's about 70 Skip Baylesses.
I don't think he can't handle the media. I just think he'll talk back. I don't feel okay. When KD talks, I feel it burns him inside as a person. Like it hurts him. When KD talk, he'd be like, "Man, shut up." I think to me, it seemed like when Dame talk, he's more like, "Man, you a clown." Like I could see him on there like, "You a clown." Like KD staying up at night, like he thinking about it, like seriously.
Yeah, KD's really.
Boy, do he back it up.
I mean, he can ball.
And that's what I want Dame to do.
Like, he backs it up, boy.
If he gets out the first round, I want to see second round Dame.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear Dame time in the first round. That's what he does.
I'm not even going to say that. I mean, KD backs it up, but I mean, he didn't win shit until he went to go to the Warriors. So let's see what he does after that. I'm not even going to say he backed it up because they was up, 3-1 or 3-2? And then
he was playing with another Dame.
Honestly, he could have been playing with everybody on this call right now. They should have won that series. Let's keep it a buck. They let them boys go off, and if he was really that dude, he wouldn't have let that happen.
Clay,
you can't be top 3 in the league and let that shit happen.
Clay went nuts game 6.
Then you go guard him. You gotta trip him, break a kneecap, something. Throw something at him. Throw a chair at him. I don't care what you gotta do. And then you wouldn't join them. Nah.
Clay
did put on one of the greatest playoff performances. Let's not act like it was like ever. Put up 30. I'm not going. No, I was watching that game and I was just like, this dude is insane. I'll give you that. He went nuts, but you had other games.
That was the game they were going.
And that was in the Western Conference Finals. And you know who's never had something like that happen in the Western Conference Finals? Dame.
Damn.
Dame literally.
Dame.
But
Dame never had a team that good though. Dame never had.
They were better.
I don't even like. My thing is, I don't care if you lose because you know his team is outmatched.
Just have a good game, like show
have
out.
Some good. Yeah, have good.
I
games.
got you.
Where's your moments? You know, in the second round, Western, where are those at?
Where's your most? You can't blame him. That's all.
Because the thing is, you look at it so much with Portland, and they're like, I don't want to stay on it, but you look at man, if Dame just plays like Dame, they could have beat Golden State without KD.
They could have. They definitely could have. You're right. I mean, they had games. They were up 15, like I said, 15, 16, 10. Going into the third or early in the third, and it was just bro,
then you just
kind of do what you need to do.
Right, you win
Yeah.
these games, and
I
then
mean,
you
that's
just let
cool.
Steph go hammer time.
He just goes quiet for too long. Like you watch the games and it's like second quarter, Dame really ain't do nothing. Third quarter, Dame really ain't do nothing.
Yeah,
Then
you're
of
right.
course he's chucking shots up, trying to catch up, and it's
Yeah,
like
because
you down 10
his-
right now, bro, and you got momentum against you.
He's
his
scoring
game
in
is-
bunches. He just doesn't. He's
Yeah.
not consistent.
Exactly.
right, and everybody knows what he's going to do. Everybody knows he's going to pull up for a long three. He doesn't mix up his game enough, and he doesn't create plays for other people enough, and that's what happens to him in the second and third round because they start treating him like, treating him like Steph.
And
Yeah,
he,
and they blitz him. And the thing is, all they really do is blitz him off the
Yeah,
screen.
that's what I said. That's the Steph treatment.
Yeah, that's the Steph treatment.
That's the Steph treatment.
And I'm going to say this. This is where when you're elite players have seen every type of defense. Every single type of defense. It probably takes them maybe a game to adjust. Remember with Pat Beverly last year with KD, like I'm Kevin Durant. It takes about, a game, and then they adjust. Dame has been getting blitzed, and he has the same turnovers every time.
Right.
It's just instead of trying to walk the ball up, just pass it to CJ and initiate your offense that way. This is where I was saying earlier, to allude to my point earlier, about the way Dame and Steph score. Like you don't want your point guard attacking as a primary scorer.
Steph's probably the best get it in the flow of the game, but also still just jacking up ridiculous shots.
He will.
Right.
He gives the best balance of that probably of anybody maybe ever.
Right.
He'll just run around screen, but then he'll be like, bow, and hit you real quick too. He'd be like, fuck. And then he'll go back to running around again. Like he'll mix it beautifully. Like, and that's why he's so underrated. As great as he's talked about, he's so underrated for that. But yes, absolutely. He mixes it probably.
So, moving on. I think we wanted to, get a little pop culture. I think we wanted